The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Week.
And we are underway in this AFC Wild Card Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On third down, here's Burrow. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play action now, Burrow. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Burrow out of the shotgun. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play, but a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for second down. Back to throw, Hill. Launches one deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. There it is, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. He get it on the ground here with Dobbins. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be Dolphins football. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Hill to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. No return on that punt. And it'll be Bengals football. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 41. He's on the move. He can run it. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. They run the counter with Dobbins. Jukes out a one stop. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Here's 2nd and 2. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10. Burrow from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins take possession of the football.
All the QBs in this league, they love their slot guys. We see it all over the NFL, that close relationship between quarterback and slot receiver. They play in such chemistry. But then when you get a defender that can get in the middle of it and mix it up and read and react in that kind of way, you get interceptions right out of the slot. That is a job well done.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Back to throw. Hill. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He put everything he had into this one. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, we'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Going for the first with Dobbins. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They'll come up 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Burrow setting up the play action. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A nice pickup of 6. That's going to bring up 3rd down 9. Burrow setting to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Throwing is Burrow. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. And it's the Bengals in a very tough spot on 2nd and long. Trying again following the sack. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Jordan Stout on now to punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. He'll get it at the 9. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Hill. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. They connect on the deep shot. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This one intended for the running back. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing is Hill. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Hill has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. Bullock's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Burrow to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. That's the half in this opening round AFC postseason matchup. Now it's up. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Second down carry for Achane. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with third down and 3.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Achane again. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. Takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And you and I both know, Brock, they, like so many teams in this league, fans of establishing the run to begin a football game. Well, I'm looking at my watch, I'm looking up at the scoreboard. We're sometime into this one now, and they still haven't been able to establish it against this defense.
Yeah, kind of like when we walk into a defensive meeting room and sit with the D coordinator, and what is his #1 premise each and every week? Stop the run. Stop the run.
Yeah.
Because you know if you create that kind of imbalance and you take away the run, you have a chance of playing pretty good defense like they've done.
That one's rejected at the line. And that'll bring up second down.
You know, most pass rushers really don't get enough credit for how well they read those quarterbacks. As he was fighting, his blocker kept his eyes on the ball, and he timed it perfectly to get a hand up in the throwing lane and force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Burrow back to throw. On target to Waddle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Burrow out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Now Burrow. Flush down out to his left. Took off with it again. And And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Devon Holland there to make the stop. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Burrow. That one's complete, right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third down run by Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. They'll stick with Achane. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Fakes the handoff. Now to throw. Connects on the crosser. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Handoff to the back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They give it to him again. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. What? Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up here with Achane. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal. Running for it, it's Achane. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down. They'll run. It's Achane. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dolphins can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's throwing deep to the left side. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And it's going to be second down. Looking to throw, Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. After the pick, here's Burrow again. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Here's Burrow. This one taken in by Chase. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. Burrow from the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Trying for it with Burrow. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Burrow setting to throw. On target to Dobbins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Second down now, 7 to go. To throw again, it's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
That's complete to Dobbins. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. We'll pause now as trainers come out to work on an injured player. And this is certainly noteworthy because that is Jamar Chase who's hurt. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? First throw for the backup now. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Trying for a touchdown here. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They go play action on first. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
They'll run now on second down. And this one doesn't go far. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. Wilson. Chased out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Wilson now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Wilson looking to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9. Sticking in the air with Wilson. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st and 10 from the 41. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Another carry for him. And they take him down right along the 30. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Hyatt going in motion right. Going to the ground again on first. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Man in motion, headed right. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage. The run outside returns nothing. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the